Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofía on the National Day, a royal spectacle Spain will never forget. Welcome back, royal enthusiasts, to Crown Chronicles, your #1 source for exclusive royal revelations, untold stories, and unforgettable moments from the world's most fascinating monarchies. If you love real-life fairy tales, royal elegance, and behind-the-scenes palace drama, then stop what you're doing and hit that subscribe button right now, because today's story is one you won't want to miss. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be more in love with the Spanish monarchy than ever before. Today's headline: Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofía on the National Day, and let me tell you. The royal sisters didn't just attend Spain's grand celebration, they stole the entire nation's heart. It was a crisp morning in Madrid, the sky stretching clear and blue above the bustling streets as thousands gathered for Spain's National Day parade. Flags waved, drums rolled, and military regiments lined the historic Plaza de Lima with impeccable precision. The air was alive with excitement. Yet, despite the presence of generals, politicians, and dignitaries, every eye was waiting for the arrival of just two people. The royal car pulled up, and out stepped Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, dressed in her sleek military uniform, freshly earned from her training at the Zaragoza Military Academy. The crowd gasped, not because of her title, not because of her outfit, but because of the transformation. Gone was the little girl once seen shyly waving beside her parents. Standing before them now was a poised young woman radiating confidence, discipline, and destiny. And just beside her, walking with grace and elegance, was Infanta Sofía, her younger sister, every bit as regal in a perfectly tailored navy ensemble that balanced simplicity with royal sophistication. Together, they were the picture of modern monarchy, youthful, composed, and utterly magnetic. As they walked toward the royal platform, their synchronized steps made headlines even before the speeches began. The cameras zoomed in, not on their crowns, but on their expressions. A fleeting smile between them. A soft exchange of words. A subtle touch to adjust Sofía's sleeve. Real sisterhood, unfiltered, unfolding beneath the Spanish sun. Commentators across television networks scrambled for words. Spain is witnessing its future, one reporter declared with emotion. This is more than ceremony, this is history in motion. And indeed, it was. When Princess Leonor stood tall to give her salute to the Spanish armed forces, the applause was thunderous. Not polite, not expected. Genuine. Officers who had served decades nodded with approval. Young girls in the audience stared with shining eyes. For the first time in years, Spain wasn't just looking at a royal, they were looking at a leader. Infanta Sofía, though not first in line to the throne, played her role with grace befitting a queen's right hand. She stood proud, steady, always a step behind but never overshadowed. In many ways, she represented something even more powerful than royalty, loyalty. Where Leonor was strength, Sofía was serenity. Where Leonor commanded attention, Sofía commanded affection. Together, they created a balance that no monarchy could fabricate, it was simply natural. And Spain saw it. Spain felt it. Spain loved it. Social media erupted instantly. Within minutes, hashtags like Leonor and Infanta and Sophia Elegance began trending. Young people who had never cared for royal events were suddenly debating fashion choices and leadership potential. TikTok edits of the sisters walking side by side gained millions of views overnight. Comment sections overflowed with messages like "This is the monarchy we need." And Leonor is the queen of the future, Sofía is the queen of hearts. But what makes this moment even more special is not just how they appeared, but how they behaved. There was no arrogance. No stiffness. No rehearsed perfection. Instead, what the world saw was authenticity wrapped in elegance. They weren't distant icons placed on golden thrones, they were relatable, living symbols of unity, discipline, and change. At one point, during a moment of silence, Leonor's cap shifted slightly due to the breeze. Instinctively, Sofía reached over and fixed it. A small gesture, yes, but oh, did it speak volumes. In that fleeting second, Spain didn't just see royals. They saw sisters. Partners. Teammates. Two young women walking into destiny, hand in hand, as the national anthem played and fighter jets soared overhead painting the sky with red and yellow trails. Leonor and Sophia stood tall, shoulders squared, eyes forward. Cameras captured every second, and even those who had previously criticized or doubted the relevance of monarchy found themselves thinking, maybe. Just maybe. The crown is in good hands after all. Because make no mistake, what Leonor and Sophia did that day went far beyond protocol. They didn't just represent royalty, they rebranded it. They turned formality into family. Ceremony into connection. Tradition into modernization, and the world noticed. International newspapers from the UK, France, Germany, and even the United States ran headlines praising the Spanish princesses. Royal experts compared Leonor to a young Queen Elizabeth II, with discipline beyond her years, and Sophia to Princess Diana in her ability to win hearts without even trying. That's the magic they carry. They don't demand respect, they earn it. They don't chase admiration, they inspire it, and let's not forget the presence of their parents, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, watching proudly from their seats. Their faces said everything. Years of careful upbringing, discipline, and guidance had culminated in this moment. King Felipe, once a young prince himself, now looked at his daughter with the eyes of a monarch ready to pass the torch one day. Queen Letizia, always composed, looked at her daughters not just as future royals, but as powerful, capable women. There was pride, there was love, and there was certainty. The future had arrived, and it was glorious. As the parade neared its end, Leonor and Sophia waved to the cheering crowds. Not with excessive theatrics, not with calculated charm, but with genuine warmth. In that wave was a silent promise, we are ready. And we are here for you. The Spanish monarchy has faced challenges over the years, but what the royal sisters delivered on National Day was more powerful than any speech or policy. They gave Spain something it desperately needed, hope. So, dear viewers of Crown Chronicles, if you were moved by this story as much as we were, then don't just sit there, hit that like button, subscribe for more royal revelations, and drop a comment below. Do you think Princess Leonor is ready to be queen one day? And should Infanta Sofía take on a more official role beside her? We'd love to hear your thoughts, because one thing is certain, this National Day wasn't just a celebration of Spain's past. It was the unveiling of its future. And its future is young. Its future is graceful. Its future is Leonor and Sophia. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles, where royalty comes to life. Crown Spain, stay tuned, because the story of Spain's royal sisters is only just beginning.